Hi, this is Dr. Michael Epitropoulos, and Tracy's with me today. We are the dynamic duo, and I figured I would bring Tracy in with me because she's going to help me explain some really important things to you folks. Yesterday we started talking about intermittent fasting because everybody, Tracy, wants to know about weight loss.
Everybody.
And we want to tell them how to really have effective weight loss. So
sounds good to me.
We are doing these daily, I call them Dr. E's health briefs. And so today Tracy is going to ask me some questions that relates to weight loss. And Tracy, what did you want to ask me?
I wanted to ask you, yesterday you were talking about intermittent fasting and how is it most effective for weight loss with intermittent fasting?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. It's almost like we rehearsed it.
We didn't rehearse it good enough.
Never did we rehearse this. Obviously,
No,
you
we
can tell
didn't.
by what we're doing. It's not been rehearsed.
No, it isn't.
So here's the deal. Yesterday I said that intermittent fasting, which is defined as a segment of time, 14 to 18 hours, that you, let's say, stop eating at 6 p.m. and don't eat again until the noon the next day.
We do it every day.
We do it every day.
Every
We
day.
walk, we talk, and you've allowed that period of time to go by 14 to 18 hour window. Why? Because by definition, you're beginning to burn fat in that range, in that window of not eating. By the 14th hour, then you start burning fat, and that's important because that's when you're going to lose weight. You've got to start burning fat. Now, the only way to do that is by not eating between 14 to 18 hours. So the question that Tracy...
You can drink water, you can drink liquid.
So the question is, though, how is that working? Why is it effective? Well, because the standard American diet, which is a glucose-based diet, and you're not fasting, what's happening when you eat glucose, breads, pastas, rice, potatoes, and sugar, you're spiking a hormone, which is a fat-storing hormone called insulin. Where do you store the fat? Most women complain it's in their abdomen and their thighs, men the same way. When you fast and don't eat between 14 and 18 hours, you burn fat, you don't spike the insulin, you burn the fat. And there is your result, and that's why you are effectively losing weight.
But how important is detoxification in weight loss?
Another great
hand in
question. This is what I wanted to talk about today. Before you all start your intermittent fasting program to have that successful weight loss, you're going to have even more successful weight loss by ridding your body of heavy metals and chemicals. Now, where do we get heavy metals and chemicals? They accumulate in us because all of us are exposed to herbicides and pesticides and all kinds of chemicals constantly, and the accumulation of these heavy metals and chemicals that we're exposed to trap fat in us. They trap fat, and that trapped fat cannot be expelled from the body until we detoxify those accumulated heavy metals and chemicals. So today we're going to discuss how do you go about removing those heavy metals from your body to then make the most of the intermittent fasting process.
Sounds good to me. Are there foods you can eat to promote detoxification, especially heavy metals and chemicals?
Absolutely, positively. So everyone listen very carefully. Simply by eating the following foods, they're going to help you remove these heavy metals and chemicals, help expel that fat then that's been trapped by the accumulation of these heavy metals. So the following foods, like cilantro. Cilantro is really terrific to have in your daily a meal or just by itself. Garlic, everyone should be using, the clove of a garlic, at least one clove. That's going to help with heavy metal removal. We look at lemon water, okay? Lemon water. Lemon stimulates the liver to start flushing, which is your primary filtration system. And we'll talk about the liver later, and it's important in losing weight.
Add lemon to your cooking, add lemon.
Lemon to everything. We are going to talk about utilizing spirulina. Spirulina, which is a green food, a green vegetable. We talk about chlorella. Chlorella is another wonderful source of food, green food as we call them, because the green leafy vegetables,
What about celery?
Celery is another one to put in there. We can't forget something that is known as Atlantic dulse, which is actually red seaweed. And you can get the red seaweed in the health food store. You can go online and order it. So these are all examples of foods that you can utilize immediately start helping you remove these metals, folks. And this is the very first step before you even start the intermittent fasting to start getting those metals out, and that's going to help you expel a lot easier and faster the fat. So, Tracy, Dr. Mike here, coming to you. We'll be here on a regular basis giving you a health brief, and hope you enjoyed it and hope you got great information, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Tracy. God bless.
God bless.